Open it up. Okay, welcome. Welcome. My name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just after 5 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday. Oh my gosh, getting ready. Welcome, Darren and Tom. Tom's out on the moving the vehicle day today. So let me just share this to start with. So this is just a document here for a welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. There is a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. It looks like the Aussie dollar's on the nose a bit. It's pulling back on everything.
On the NZD.
Yeah.
To my benefit as well. You trade them in.
Are you're in a sell now, are you? Or?
I'm in a few sells on NZD at the minute.
Oh. Okay, let's have a look at where I'm at with. So one trade got stopped out, or the history there. Oh, AUD profited out, stop profited, and it was the Euro AUD that I put in the chat that stopped out. So you can see where things stopped profited. That was that. Don't worry about that one. That was where I, yeah, it counted as the one down here. So, but yeah, some of these I have actually stopped out, but that the AUD USD stop profited because I had a trailing stop on it. Right, so some of these are where they're at, but yesterday I took on, I think it was Euro NZD, GBP AUD, the GBP CHF, and NZD CHF. And you can see all of them are sort of in profit. Some of them are in, for example, these have moved, or these two have moved enough so that when the stop loss gets
GBP NZD, that's just taken off again today. That's just
yeah.
really,
Which I didn't get into that one, but I could have. But it just depends on how many you get in. That's that's how it all is. Yeah. So there you go. There's a few that have happened. We'll go through go have a look and see what's going on over at TradingView. AD CAD, yeah, that's pulled back a fair bit too. That might even stop profit there. We'll see. And that's okay. I have been in this for a buy for quite a while, quite a few weeks. And if it stop profits, that's okay. What is it? AUD USD? Yeah, that pullback there. Again, that was that's the stop profit on that one. So it's interesting. We've got it quite strong, but it is being sort of pulled back down again. Wow, retail sales was 0. All right, okay. So yeah, it's interesting here of what's happening at the moment, but that's okay. So AUD CAD, pull back there. If it stop profits, that's okay. We do have a red triangle come up now. So interesting though. I mean, inflation's down in Canada.
Yeah, I didn't understand why the Canadian dollar such a strength. I think it was the US dollar actually. That's That seemed to strengthen a bit and sort of took the Canadian dollar with it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Well, Canada has lowered their interest rates. It looks like inflation has pulled back a bit as well. So I'd say from that point of view, but it's interesting. It's quite opposite at the moment to the fundamentals in relation to it. So if Canada is lowering its interest rate and it's got inflation down, and Australia hasn't got inflation down, and there's a possibility of increasing interest rate, this must be just a little pullback like we've got on the JPYs for some reason. For some reason. And that's okay. We've still got a little bit of time. So if any of these stop profit, then that's quite okay. AUD CHF, it also has pulled back. It hasn't broken the high up here. I'm in that AUD, was it AUD CHF? Still up 73, even though that's pulled back down. So I do have a stop profit in place for that one as well.
I do now have a short on my settings, by the way, on the daily.
Wow. Okay. Which is quite significant, isn't it? It looks like it will sell for a bit.
So maybe I'd be looking to close that, presumably, maybe. So, well, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, possibly. It was in the buy.
Well, what's the problem, eh? If I do close it, I could always get back into it again, but I've actually safeguarded some of that profit.
Mhm.
And also too, AUD CAD. So what I might do is just show you what I think I will close them. I'm going to close. I could always get back in. So that's AUD CHF I've closed, and I'm going to close AUD CAD. Just profit them out. There we go. So now I'm back to 11 trades. AUD NZD. Let's look at that one. AUD JPY. We'll look at that quick. No, that's still going down. AUD NZD.
Still going. Still going.
Still going up though, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm going to stay in that one. I'm still up 363 pips. So it looks like it's not in relation to the NZD. It's in relation to everything else. AUD Singapore. Oh, let's pull back down. See, I'm down to 5 pips on that one. I'm just going to close that one as well. I don't want it to go further.
Yeah, there's a short on that one as well on mine.
Yeah. But you're not likely to get into any of those though, Darren,
No.
are you? With your, yeah. Okay. Well, you look at the short there, it was only not much time and then it pulled back up again, gave us a long. So could be a week. But that's okay. I want to be out of these ones. So let me just now change all of these. That's blue. That's blue. That's blue. And that one, I'm out of that. So that's blue too. So the only one I'm in now is AUD NZD. Yeah. And still a considerable nice profit on that one. Right. CAD CHF. Right. That one, I'm in that for the sell. It did, but it's pulled back up again. So I'm fine with this. I got in on that short. Yeah.
They're still in the buy on this.
Are you? Mm. Well,
Slightly.
I don't know. I don't know if you remember, but I think it was yesterday. I actually swapped it around.
Yeah, you did.
I was in the buy, but then I got into a sell onto it. So let me look back at history. What did I do? I think I got out of that with a yeah. It ended up being about a 12 pip loss on that, but I'm now up. I'm now up by 11 or not quite 12. So whatever that was, I've sort of evened it out. So we'll just see this. There is a short in there. So, every time I've had a short, there's been a, a fair bit of movement, or seems to have been. You got a short there. That one was a very nice sort of move. Welcome, Peter. So,
Welcome. If you
hmm.
hear bangs and crashes, so you've got a thunderstorm going on.
Oh, okay. No worries. Hmm. And it'll be evening for you too. Yeah.
Yeah, evening time.
Mm. Okay. So, yeah, I'm in a sell on this now, and I changed over yesterday on that. And you're still in a hopeful state, Darren, for this to potentially go back up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, yeah. We'll leave it at that. KJ. Oh, that's a nice little change. And that might have been that US CAD news or
Yeah.
And we'll see. It could go further enough to the other side of the rail, but this is just showing that, for me, it's showing the fact that the push down has sort of lost a little bit of steam, and some of the buyers have sort of taken over. The sellers haven't been able to continue to push it down.
But it's something that's been repeated over and over and over again, hasn't it? You get this
Yeah.
fairly quick, quite a hard push down, and then it quickly turns and starts to work its way up.
When you say
Breaks the
when you
previous high and carries on.
when you say quickly, Darren, you mean over a number of days.
Yeah, well, it's all relative. We're talking daily time frame, yeah.
Yeah.
A few days.
We're not talking to a scalper here.
No.
Yeah, so you're right, perfectly right. And it has been hitting highs for years. So, and it is very typical of the market where it needs to make these reverse trend um, periods so that the people that are pushing up can actually take out stop losses, profit, and then push back up again. So I've been out of this when it stopped profited, and I'm waiting for it to push back up. I've got a blue tag, which is, for me, is like, oh, I'm going to monitor and see where I have a chance to get back into this. All right, CHF Oh, again, look at that. This one was the one where there was a number of triangles up above. Yeah, it did push down, and you can see this. Even it doesn't have a US or CAD relationship directly, but this Swiss franc now is pushing back up too. Okay. Now the Euro AUD, I was in this for a sell. It stopped me out. I'm just pretty wary at the moment. The euro is definitely sort of strengthened up. I mean, you look at it here on the daily, the Aussie dollar is still in the middle of it all, but something's going on. It's not in favor at the moment. So the euro is definitely pushing itself up here. We don't have any triangles down below. We do have a trend bar change. Yeah. And we're at that sort of middle danger zone at the moment, in the
So
middle
you've
of
got the
the,
ECB interest rate position coming up this bit later this week.
yeah. Well, they're looking at keeping it on hold. So, yeah, it's interesting. I will look through some of the other euros. I'm sort of keen to get into a buy on this. Anyway, Euro CAD, I'm in that for a buy, and it has pushed up. It hasn't broken the high yet, but I think there is potential that it may. Where's my Euro CAD? Yeah, 137 pips up on that one. I do have a stop profit in place. So if it does start to pull back, if it doesn't break the high, then I'm okay in that situation for it to stop profit. Yeah, look at it. Okay. So, and Euro CHF, I'm also too in a, where's my Euro CHF? So I'm only up 31 on that because I got into that quite late. Back on the 9th. It's been a couple of weeks anyway. It's sort of pulled back and pushed back up. So I have a sense that the euro is still quite strong and is willing to sort of push further. So yeah, so the euro AUD. What I might do, let's go on to that euro AUD. Even now. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to buy that. So I've just put a buy on it. No stop loss because I want to wait till the market settles down. We'll see where it's at. It may just, we'll see. Anyway. So I'm in a buy on that now. So you go back Euro CAD, yeah, Euro CHF, Euro GBP. Now there's obviously a bit of a fight going on between these two. I'm not willing to get into a trade between, the euro and the British pound. They're sort of going a little bit sideways. We've got no change. We'll see what we've got here. We've got a triangle up. There is a little bit of, inflation rate. Oh my gosh. So UK is talking about potentially a little drop in inflation. Unemployment rate staying about the same. Retail sales dropping right down. Okay. This is for me, we would have to get a trend bar change to green. So this is one I want to watch a little bit closer. It did push up here, but only to the mid, then push back down again. It is a bit of a tricky pair, this one. I know you don't like trading it, Darren.
No.
But we'll see. It's been a short out. So if we get a change in trend bar, and then if we do get a long, you probably won't get into it, but all of this news is what's going to change this. And if, for example, they don't lower the rate in the euro, but there's a lot more chatter about the British pound lowering their rate, then that will push this up. So we'll see. Euro JPY. Oh, good. That's done a little pullback up too. Hasn't changed on the trend bar yet, so I'm going to wait for that. But it's looking positive on all of those ones so far. All the JPYs have done a little bit of a pullback up. Yeah. Euro NZD. Well, how's it going to work for you, Darren? Because if it doesn't, they're not coming out to the other side of the rail. You don't have your sort of.
I wouldn't be following my own sort of strategy.
No,
but,
no.
But, I will be quite sort of tempted to get in.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'll get in them all. 1% on each. Sort of real money I'm risking, but I'll be tempted to
Have a little consideration.
Yeah.
No, let's see what happens with the trend bar.
It's just repeated this so many times.
Yeah, bang, and then
if you start
bang,
beginning of the year, it's had this run where it's pushed up, had a pullback, a short, and then off it goes again, and then again, and then again,
and then again.
again. Is this gonna catch me out now? Just as I think, right, I'm having some this time. It's
Yeah, I know. It's you need to follow your rules if you want, but for me, I'm quite comfortable with being able to potentially getting the short of it does and it stops me out. Well, that's just the way it is. And if it stop profits me out, well, I don't care. Anyway, all right, you're at NZD. Wow. Why am I not in this trade?
Sounds like a repeat of last night.
Well, actually, I am in that trade. I'm up 84. That I think that's one I got in yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Repeat, wasn't it? Yeah, Peter. So, no, this is just a recording, Peter.
Is it? All right.
Yeah, so you're at NZD. Yes, this is one of the ones I jumped into and it was out of the rail. It has pushed even further. So that's good. Still on the green, still ready. I'm up 83 pips. So let me go and find my you're at NZD. I want to make sure where is it? You're at NZD. Oh, yep, stop loss up. So now I'm going to put it.
Stop
It's in
profit.
it. Yeah, it's in a stop profit situation now. Yeah. So that's good. Even if it pulls back, it'll still profit out. And it may. That's all right. And if not, if it pushes further, great. I'll just keep
Moving your stop
push.
profit.
Yeah. Still keep moving. That's right, Peter. Euro Singapore. I mean, that seems okay. So I'll come back here. I think we were chatting last night with the lady about you know,
race. Yeah.
it was Grace. That's right. You know, like what? It just seems crazy, doesn't it, Darren, that someone would get in a buy trade on this
Yeah.
when it's on the outside of the rail, even.
Yeah.
And there, I'm already up 80, 84 pips. Just seems absurd. It would have been nice to get into it down here. You know, that would have been a lot more.
Which is what I did, but obviously I got out as soon as it hit
When
the.
it hit the rail.
Yeah.
So you had a much better. So look, this will turn and we'll get into a sell. It depends for me. This will be interesting. Will it break the high, which I think it may do, or will it just short of it and we'll get into a sell? But what will happen is we're going to get some arrows here. We're going to get a whole lot of bells and whistles happening for it to sell back out. But at the moment, the euro is way too strong. And then what happens when this news comes out? The rate stays the same. It's like, okay, further up. We'll see. Or it might just go sideways a bit and then push up or back down.
I think the important bit of the news will be the minutes, I think. So you get the interest rate, and I think also click on that news tab again. I think, does it say minutes? ECB meeting minutes? Or was that the day before?
No, that's sentiment.
Oh, sorry, press conference. Sorry, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, ECB.
You get the interest rate decision, and then 30 minutes later, there's a press conference. So that press conference might affect the euro more than the interest rate decision. If they're saying in that press conference, we're going to be looking to start cutting rates.
Yeah.
That could.
You're right.
Push
But at the moment, it is comfortably pushing up because the New Zealand dollar's, like the Aussie dollar, is not that strong. But if you think about AUD, NZD, obviously the New Zealand dollar's weaker than the Aussie. So in comparison, you say Aussie and New Zealand are a weaker currency, even though you can see it up here in the duck, the Aussie's up. But then, it's a bit like the JPYs, isn't it? It looks like the Aussie and New Zealand are having to have a pullback, and other currencies are more in favour at the moment. So that's okay. That's how the market moves around. Try and jump on the winners. All right, Euro and Singapore. All right, I'm not in this. I'm just watching. And yes, it would have been nice to be there, but that's just the way it is at the moment. All right?
Wiki.
It is a bit wiki, but that's okay. I'm not too fussed. Yeah. Euro, so I'm not in that. Euro USD, I'm not in either. And so there's a little bit of bunching happening at the moment. I don't know whether it will break this. Oh, it has actually broken the high. It did. Okay. Well, that's interesting. What do we got there? Sales and building. No, I think the interest rate. Well, it depends on what happens, isn't it? Oh, rate cuts eyed. Right. So, in light of that, Euro USD could quite easily buy further up and break that high. Yeah, I don't. Euro USD is a bit of a. It would have been good if you get into the long, but that's about where it's at. Or the change, even the trend bar change there would have been good. All right, so the GA is one I took yesterday. There you go. I'm up 80 pips on that one already. Move my stop loss into, where is it? Come here. Move it into break even plus. That's nice. There we go. Woohoo. In one day. In one day, being able to move a trade from entering to a break even plus. Pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah.
And only based upon this trend bar. Okay, GBP CAD. Now. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. So GBP CHF. So GBP CAD, it's well outside. Now, where are we? Whoops. Now, the problem for me is what?
Turnaround.
Yeah, correct. It's a pullback, and I don't know how far it's going to go to the middle, to the other side of the rail, whatever. But ultimately, what I really want to be is in a buy, right? That's really the main aim here because of the trend itself. Yeah. So, question is, do I get into a sell on this for a short period of time? And this is, Darren, where you sort of have the side of the strategy that you follow closely, is that if this gets a triangle, you get a trend bar change, you get a short, it's telling you to get in though, isn't it?
It is, but it caught me out last time. Turned and went back up. So
Yeah.
difficult one, isn't it?
Sit on your
Well,
hands, please.
it's not that difficult for me.
No.
So, I could get a short down until the trend bar changes. It's like how quickly or how soon do you get into it? For me, I want to see the trend bar go red, even if there's not a short. So it depends. I might get into it just for a very short period of time.
There's a whole heap of GBP news.
Yeah, I know.
Most importantly, the inflation rate. So
Yeah, well, it's not time for me to jump in for a sell. But if I do, I'm going to have to get enough profit to have a stop profit to be able to then get into a buy eventually on it, because that's really what I want. Yeah. Eventually it's that buy.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's okay. But if you're patient though, Peter, it's not that difficult. So it could just come to the middle of the rail and then push back up again, which it has done quite a few times, like even here. So you got into the sell there, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, and then it pulled back up again, and did it stop you out, or
Did, yeah.
okay, because you hung on. All right. GBP CHF, I'm in a buy. The last 24 hours, well, yeah, it's sort of pulled back slightly. You can see it's given it a little red triangle. That doesn't mean necessarily it is going to sell, but it is more of an indication that potentially it will. Now, this could pop up further, right? And if we look at it, right, it's been in this sort of buy. It didn't break the low down here. So for me, I'm looking at this potentially to break that high, give us another red triangle or whatever, and then push down. It may not, but that's okay. GBP CHF, where I'm down by 18. So where have I got in yesterday? This is one of the ones I got in yesterday. It has pulled back, right? And so it could stop me out, right? So I've got a 50 pip or so stop loss on this, right? But hey, this is just where it worked. Would have been nice to get in down here, but I didn't at this point because that's really what I want. I want that buy to continue. It will do pullback, and then a buy is the preferred trend at the moment for me, anyway. Right, GBP JPY. Oh, that looks like that's turning around too. Look at that. Oh, will that give me a green? Oh, please. That's going to be close, isn't it? It hasn't come far into the...
No, I didn't come very far at all, that, has it?
No.
It come a bit further. But
We'll see.
might still be a few days yet. It could mess around.
Well, again, it's that whole sort of inflation news and stuff like that could kick it off. We'll see. But if I get a green trend bar, then potentially I'll probably be into it. GBP NZD. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
That is just so far outside the X48 now. It's
Yeah.
Are you in that trade?
No, I'm not. Not at this
I'm
point. No, but it could have. It would have been nice to get into it from here. I don't know why I'm not. I'm not sure. But it just depends. There's too much news coming up really to get into it now.
Yeah.
I think personally. And it's too far out of the X48. It has broken the previous high, so there's a lot of reason not to get into the trade.
Well, there's a lot of imbalance as well. There's been some left there as well, isn't there?
So much, yeah.
So it's going to come back and fill all that.
Yeah, but look at that. That's 600 pips up there, Darren. What is going on?
What's happened? You missed it.
Well, the thing is, it didn't fulfill Darren's criteria, so we had nothing outside of the rail.
No.
It hadn't dropped far enough for me to then be tempted to get into the buy. That's the thing.
Yeah. But the change on the trend bar there would have been, even if it was in here somewhere, I could have got into any one of those, and I didn't. Anyway, that's annoying.
Yeah, but it was in and out there, wasn't it? There was no...
Yeah, I know.
There was no real direction to it, and it's just sort of took off.
Yeah, but when you look at it over
Consolidation.
here, though, when you look over here, though, it is definitely in an uptrend, though. I think it'll break the high over here. I think it'll push further up, break the high, and then come back down. But this news is so close now. Yeah.
There's not a lot of risk in it for you.
You know, that's all right. It's not that yeah, still 130 pips, 140 to change it. So, and that inflation news is what will, and that's due your tomorrow morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just before the market opens. Lovely. Unemployment and then the retail sales. Yeah. It depends though. I mean, it may push further and that's okay. It's the way it is. I'd be looking at it. Yeah. It might just get a little sell and then we'll get back into a buy. This also too, the Singapore dollar. GBP Singapore, why I didn't get into all of these. I just didn't. And the GU is the other. It has sort of settled down at the moment, GU, because the US dollar has strengthened up. I think, where are the rails? Come on. No, doesn't want to do it.
It's outside the rails.
Yeah.
All these GBPs are now, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, something's going to pull their head in, isn't it? And potentially it's this news. Okay. Right. NZD CAD. That's the one. No, NZD CAD. I'm still in that. I'm up. Yeah, in that for the sell.
Yeah.
I'm up 107 on this. Let me get, where's my NCAD? Oh, move my stop loss further down. What am I doing? Yeah, that's good. So yeah, it's doing nicely. NZD CHF. Well, that dropped off well too, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, actually, I got that yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? 30 pips or so. It's not going to be quite break even. So I'll wait for it to move. It's only 35 pips in profit. But that's okay. We'll see if it moves further down, which I think it potentially will do. I'll be able to get it at a break even at least, if not before it goes here. So, okay. NZD JPY, that doesn't look like it's turning yet. So probably not 1 year. And NU. Ooh.
Yeah. Still in this one.
You are as a sell?
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? All right, let's go have a look at NU over here. Done that little pullback. All right, let's go NU. Where am I? I'm going to go in for a sell on that. There we go. So neither of those. So Euro AUD and NZD USD don't have any stop loss at the moment. So Singapore Japanese yen. Oh, that's sort of pulled up that little bit too. That's good. Get myself a green trend bar. I'm into a few of these. USD CAD, forget it. It's sideways rubbish. USD CHF. Again, I don't like. I mean, we have got a short now. I'm not willing to get into a sell on that at the moment.
I'm still in a buy on this one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. because of that long there. But you see how it's come to the middle, and now it's shorted out though. It could push up. I mean, you can see it gets a short there and then pulls straight back up. If it, for me, Darren, if this turns green again, we get a trend bar green, I'll get into the buy on that one. But at the moment, I'm not. It doesn't give me what I like. That short is a little bit disconcerting.
Looks non-committal to me.
Yeah, Frank, that's
I had
right.
I had a short about a week ago on my settings
Okay.
where the trend
And
bar turned red there. I got the short straight away on that.
you, yeah, I might have got me
Stayed
one,
in
and
it.
then hmm.
It's
Is
taken
it back? Is it back to entry, or it did probably back here?
It's back at entry again today. Just
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Well, this one I'm going to watch to get into potentially the buy. We'll see if the trend bar changes, because you can see over here, for example, like you might get a short here. So you get a short, and then straight away you get a long, and off it goes.
yeah.
So it depends on what this news is. I mean, it could continue down. I'm not going to be in it. Yeah. Okay. UJ. And this is the beauty of being able to look at it every day. Like when you look at it every day, you see the pattern and what, particularly the opportunities, except for those the GBPs that I'm not in.
Well, there's still a bit.
Oh.
There is a pattern there, though, isn't there? This short back into the buy, repeat short back to a long.
On the USD CHF.
Or USD JPY you're on to now.
Oh, this as well. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. But that's not none of the last 24-hour candles on any of the JPYs are significant. They're just sort of like a little pullback. We'll just see. I don't think it's quite ready yet, but if they get a trend bar change, well, for me, we'll see. Okay, USD and Singapore. Oh, that has pulled up a bit. Rightio. It might just be a pull up like that before it sells back, but again, this US news will make a difference to it. So gold has, yeah, oh wow. Gold has broken that high up here. Yeah, 2,466. Good on it. Wow. Come out of that long there and then just kept pushing up. But it is, you can see when gold does come out, it doesn't have to go too far out of the rail and it will pull back down again. Oh, Bitcoin. Woo! There you go. As I said yesterday, said pushing up further. That was a significant day, that one. Then it pulled back down a bit, then pushed up, and then pulled back a little bit by the end of the day. So, yeah, it looks like it's still on the way up at the moment. So where's your goal? Oh, oil. Oh, that's pulled back down even.
Yeah. Well, the forecast is for oil to be dropping.
What's this? Crude oil closes lower on dollar strength and increased Russian oil export. Hey, who's sucking up Russian oil?
India.
Yeah, I was just going to say India. Yeah, they keep
China.
ranking, don't they?
And China. Yeah,
North Korea.
India's not playing the game, are they?
They don't have many friends left, do they? It's sort of India, sort of China and North Korea. I think that's
Oh, and Iran.
going around Cuba as well. You throw them into the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a heap of
Well, he's not
Africa
going to
stuff.
export any oil to Iran, is he?
No, that's right. Yeah. No, but they're exporting plenty of drones or something, Iran. Yeah, anyway, that's the oil situation. And ultimately, cocoa's pulled back too. So you can see on a daily basis what happens. I mean, see this long here and pushed up, and now it's just turned on the trend bar and back down it goes. So
The
you
thing with
can't.
cocoa is weather related as well, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, but not from a day-to-day perspective, though, Peter.
Oh no,
It's
of
more,
course not on a daily basis, but
yeah. It's more seasonal. Like, so in the quarters, weather related. So what cocoa slides on signs of easing demand. Anyway, rightio. So that's the bunch. That's where things are at the moment. And these ones I got out of. So AUDs, I'm all out except for the AUD NZD, which still keeps pushing up. It's broken that high nicely and it's keeps going. Where am I up now? About nearly 13% profit on this one. And what was it? You got out, didn't you, Darren, when it come up and touched the
Yeah.
rail here? And I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of it just going further. And I'm not saying you should still be in it. That's not what I'm.
No, it's all right. All
It's
right.
just pointing out the difference in the strategy stuff. And also you got in when it went long. I got in as the trend bar changed. I got
Yeah.
in. So green
You
arrows, trend bar change, get
you
in
went
it.
from never trading. You wouldn't trade AUD, ZD, barge pole to just jumping in even without a long or anything. You know, you just
Oh, he's radical. He is radical, Darren. This
just had
guy. He's a crazy trader.
a crazy moment and just jump, just think, sod it, I'm getting in, and then you.
Well, I'd watched you guys for a number of months. And so, but also too, I think that was around the time we really sort of looked more at fundamentals, wasn't it? And said, well, these are sort of things that push the market around some of the way, and then price is another factor and trend. So now you've obviously Tom moved vehicle and back inside now.
Yeah, I'm good.
How are you, Trav? Have you taken any trades this week yet?
Yeah, I'm in one, two, three, four trades right now. I'm up on
Okay.
AUD CAD.
Yeah, okay. Are
All the
you
rest
in
are still at entry.
ADK? You got into a sell on it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, because of the triangle? No, you don't have triangles now.
No. No, I picked it up on the 4 hour.
Yeah, I was going to say. Let
So
me
if you
just.
drop down to the 4 hour, you can see what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
well. Yeah, look at
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
So
it's shorten that.
let's see. I got in on candle is that? One, two, three. Third one down. Third white one down.
Oh yeah, just before the short.
Yep.
So what? So, is it because it was out of the
Yeah.
rail and it come? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't because of the rail. It was because of the math in it.
Okay. No, that's fair enough too.
Let me show you what I mean. Just let me show you what I mean real quick. Can you take your
Yeah.
your trend fib?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yep. Where do you want
So
it?
go from the white one behind it, back, the previous high.
This one.
Yeah, that one to the low,
Yeah. Yep.
back to the high.
Yep.
Now you see the
Yeah,
786
yeah.
and the one up at the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 786
Yeah,
and the one. Yeah.
yeah. So draw a little box across there.
Sure, will do.
Let me show you what I'm actually waiting for now.
786 and the one.
Okay, so what I'm waiting for now is
I can take
I'm
this off now.
well
No?
before you do that, let me just explain it. So what I do
Yeah.
is I get into it when it's coming down to this bar,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then it's going to push, and it did all the way down to the 618 down
Yeah,
below,
yeah. Yeah, yeah, which is there.
right there.
To
So
the
now I'm waiting
to
for this to pull back up. I'm going to
yeah.
profit out here. I'm going to wait for it to pull back up, come above this box,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's 1 pip, and then I'm going to put my entry at the bottom of
Bottom
that
of that
box,
box. Yeah, which
and
is there,
it's
yeah.
got to pull up, beat that box, and then pull
Yeah.
back down
And
to
pull
get
back
to the
down.
next box
Push.
and beat it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't worry about the
So
shorts or the arrows or
so
anything else.
so
It's just
you see
math.
that here, push down, pull back up, and then push back down again.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just watching that one when it goes outside, well, not outside the rail, but
Well, that's why I profit out here because it
yeah,
could push up higher
yeah, yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
the
Because of the
starting
trend.
arrows.
Because of the
Right.
trend, yeah.
So
Okay.
all I'm doing is I'm looking for that gap to be filled between these two
Yeah,
boxes in some
yeah,
way, and then I'll look for the break downward to the other. Well, for you, it'd be the other side of the rail.
yeah, okay.
But the moment this pulls back up, back towards the short a little bit, now I move that trend bar chaser over to the top where the red arrows are, and I do the exact same thing. So if
Same
you
thing
can,
again, yeah.
just move that trend bar, the entire thing over. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then the one you started with,
Yeah,
see the little circle where you started? Can you put that at
yeah,
the
yeah.
top of the red arrow?
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then fix the one down at the bottom to the low.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
let's say that third one you put on moves back up to that yellow box somewhere.
That one
Just
there.
somewhere. There you go. Now I'm looking at
Oh,
moving
right,
these
then.
boxes
Yeah,
down to
down.
the one
Yeah,
and the 786 and then the
and
two.
that's it.
And now
Yeah.
that's my profit area.
Down here.
Yeah. Which ironically is the exact place where my uh Tuesday gold bars are.
Yeah, and also too, you got, imbalance down here to come back down to as well. Potentially. Okay.
Right. So it's going to pull back. I want it to pull back, and then I want it to push harder downward.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So that was a good idea for me to get out of the AUD NZD, but well, sorry, not AUD NZD, AUD CAD and AUD USD while it was still in profit, but it could actually push back up again. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So if
I'm not.
by the time it reaches that yellow box at the top, if
Yeah.
it doesn't turn around there,
Mm,
then we're going back up.
yeah. Yeah. and that's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in that buy because I don't. If it buys, it's just going to break the previous high and then turn around
Yeah.
again. I'll
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. Wow. All right then. We will.
But if you'll notice, these boxes, these yellow boxes, they have to be
Mhm.
broken, and then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have to be when they're broken on the upside,
Yeah,
they
they
got
have
to
to
go
be
above the
revisited.
box and then
Yeah.
back down.
Yeah, they got to be revisited. That's right. Yeah, okay. Hmm.
So that's how I'm doing it.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Well, I'm going back to the dailies, and you can see how different it is. So haven't got a change on the trend bar. It could just push back up. So, but then we do have a red triangle. So that's what you can work off too. All right. Any other questions? Peter, how are you going? You been following us or?
I just started following this, but I've never really took any interest in actual daily trading.
Yeah.
I'm right at the other end of the spectrum,
Yeah.
in and out, trading the 1 minute.
Well,
Well,
you were
it's no.
trading sort of 2 hours and 4 hours, Brian, with this strategy a while back. We've sort of
Yeah.
moved all now to daily. I was trading sort of daily, and
Mm.
I still trade 2 and 4 hour.
Yeah, you do, don't you, Tom? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, from a perspective of, if I'm only going to look at it a couple of times a day, the 2 and 4 is a little bit more difficult. Not difficult, but there can be changes within that time that, like I'm
Then you
willing to
miss.
just, well, no, yeah, but also too that you get stopped out on more. So, because you would have potentially a tighter stop loss on it. So, but yeah, now I'm just looking at overall market over a sort of a daily perspective and get into those. So I'm still in 12 trades now at the moment. 2 new ones, the Euro AUD and NZD USD. There's all those GBPs I would have loved to be in, like GN. It's like, but I am in GA and up 81 at the moment, pitch, and with a stop profit in place. And that's only, I took that one yesterday. So based upon just trend bar,
dimensions.
that's it, the fundamentals. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Darren.
Was that when your Asian market opened, you put your stop losses in?
Correct, yeah, just after. Yeah, I think it was about when I came back from driving the bus. It was like about 9:30 my time. So about 2.5 hours after the market changed over.
Yeah. So how's the flooding?
No, there's nothing. Not where we live. We only had about 13 mil. So other places about 100 mil. So no, seems okay. We are wanting more water though. That's the thing.
Yeah. You need more water because you got your creek, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm setting up. Actually, I've ordered some hoses at the moment. I've got a pump, so I'm looking at potentially pumping out of the creek into a dam because last season the dam got down pretty low because it never got completely full. And when it gets really hot here, the evaporation's quite incredible on a daily basis. So, and I've got all the fruit trees to water. So I'm going to try and top up the dam out of the creek, and we'll see how we go.
Talking about fruit trees, we added that cherries just ready to pick, and starlings came in and nicked a lot.
Yeah, we didn't cover them or anything, or
Are a bit high. Normally they have we take all the ones around the bottom and leave the ones for the birds at the top, but I don't know where the starlings just came from nowhere.
it sent out the food's ready message. Yeah, well, we just did pruning on the weekend of all the cherry, apricot, all the different trees. So we're waiting for it to. I've got to get out with some copper spray before they bud out and to stop any curly leaf and stuff and keep all that under control. I've got a bit of work to do on the grapes, so that's still over the next couple of months. Anyway, right. How's that seem to you? And yes, you're right, Darren. I've gone to some sort of crazy other universe. Some daily stuff with a bit of trend bar, with a bit of fundamentals, with it seems to be going okay. My equity's still okay. It's not as dramatic as it was a couple of weeks ago because there was a lot of movement on all those JPYs. They really pumped up the account. So see if we can get back in that opportunity again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it all depends on the banks in Europe.
Oh,
ECB, the UK banks.
yeah. Yeah, well, if they do strengthen, that'd be great.
And also the
Making
Fed.
sure. Oh, well, the Fed's looking at lowering. The British pound's looking, the Bank of England's looking at lowering. Like, there's a few of those things happening at the moment. And if they do, well, this is a bit of a push before maybe they have a little bit of a sellout.
Yeah.
Anyway, nothing stays the same in the market. There's always that sort of ebb and flow, and you just got to go with it. If you keep thinking, oh, the British pound's strong, it's going to just keep going stronger and stronger and stronger, the Tom 45,000 pips in one direction, it ain't going to happen.
It's going to happen. Tom's going to will it.
Yeah. We'll see how we go. All right, I better get myself set up, ready to go and drive this bus again. Oh, yesterday was a nightmare. One of the other driver that follows through with me, or goes actually before me, he had a hospital visit, so the manager or the supervisor organised someone else to do his run, and he didn't do it. He went somewhere and did another, some misunderstanding. So I come to about my third stop to pick up, and there's like an ocean of students. It's like this, I couldn't fit any more on. It's like I had an absolutely chock-a-full bus, no seats spare. So they rang up going, "What the hell's happening?" And he goes, "Oh no!" So they had to send another bus out. So students were obviously late to be picked up and late to school. Anyway, we'll see if things settle down today. Anyway, all exciting around here. All right, then. Take it easy, everyone.
All right.
Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.
Have a good day. Take care now.
Okay. Bye.